Cants. Here we go, folks. And we have one of the top vanilla runners in the world and a darn good randomizer runner to boot going up against an up-and-comer. You got to keep your eyes on CantFindBombs. One of the most improved runners in the tournament. Here we go, Laws. This is going to be good.
Absolutely here, and it looks like both runners are heading for Vanilla Level 3's location first, but it's going to be Cantaloupeme who gets there first, and we have Level 2 this time around.
Interesting. Level 2 was in Level 3's location in the last race. Is this...
Did we even shuffle? Did we even shuffle these seeds around? Somebody didn't... I think we stacked the deck.
Oh, we got more blue whiz robes right off the bat. That's always good.
Oh, Uncle Wizzy's clubhouse. Boy, oh boy, we're going to have big fun here tonight, James.
2 items going to be on the floor here, and it could be in any of these rooms with enemies. So you're going to see them probably trying to clear as many of these rooms as they can early on here to find some goodies.
Yeah, it looks like we are going to be bomb blocked from going to the north here unless there's a bomb drop behind all these keys in this NSU room, and CantFindBombs not enjoying the blue whiz robes. He takes an early hit. We did find a heart container as one of the floor items as he's up to 4 hearts.
Man, beefy keys. And it looks like a lot of the enemies so far that we've seen killed rolled up. So, this is going to be a rough seed. And with another bomb wall there, it looks like Cantaloupeme has exhausted his options here, Laws. He may be deciding to bail.
Yeah, both of the runners are bomb blocked. They cannot advance any further, so they'll have to come back later when they've got some explosives. See if Cantaloupe gets lucky on this blue Octorok. No dice, and no dice for CantFindBombs either.
Yeah, living up to his name, Cantaloupeme down to a half a heart, and the overworld is treacherous, and this flag said he's got to be careful. He's headed up to level 1's vanilla location.
Oh, and the beefy red Octoroks, man. Everything rolling up here, James.
It's going to be rough.
Oh, speaking of rough.
Oh,
he's in there!
Wow!
I have no idea how Cantaloupeme pulled that off, folks, but that was an amazing dive to get into what is level 3. Wow.
And to celebrate, they get a key block in level 1. You get to leave.
Well, you gotta be kidding me. All that effort that Cantaloupeme and CantFindBombs put into getting into level 3 is all for naught. They'll have to come back later when they've got a key.
Yeah, sorry about that. I meant Vanilla 3 in, or level 3 in Vanilla 1's location. So we have a little bit of a route divergence here. CantFindBombs looks like he's headed towards the Armos location. Cantaloupeme headed over towards Vanilla level 2.
It's not a bad play there. There's a 50-50 chance that the Armos item is going to be behind its vanilla location. If it's not, whatever we find behind that staircase is going to tell us where that Armos item is.
And with this flag set, full item shuffle with heart shuffle is on. The item at the Armos could literally be anything, Laws.
Absolutely, but Cantaloupe going to vanilla level 2, and we have level 4. So we found all the small dungeons early on. And this is not the Armos. Instead, it's a secret for how much? 13 rupees. That means that our Armos item is going to be behind where normally the 10 secret is in the vanilla game.
Ooh, Cantaloupe key blocked again.
What
Deja
is this?
Vu, Laws.
This is, if you thought the key situation on Cantaloupe was bad in this race, it's got nothing on this, our last race. It's got nothing on this one.
Hey, Laws, check it out. He's going to the Armos. He doesn't know this is the item. What is he going to find? It's a heart.
Well, better than nothing, but it is going to take him up to 5 hearts. He now has a 2 in 3 chance of picking up the white sword item. But meanwhile, CantFindBombs finding level 5. Our medium secret, 34 rupees. That's not bad at all. That's above the mean. So we're looking at some decent money here, but it could come down to that large secret, which Cantaloupe looks like he's going to be heading for.
Yeah, money definitely could play into a factor, especially with what we saw in the last race with the key issues. Finding keys is going to be a commentator's curse. Apparently not that hard for CantFindBombs, but nice large secret there, a little higher than normal.
Yep, not quite LOZ approved, but I'll take 105 rupees. This is definitely an above average money seed. So yeah, good money to deal with here this time around.
CantFindBombs playing do-si-do with these bubbles, doing a very nice job of avoiding them. They're very annoying, don't hurt you, but in a room like this, you can't like getting hit by those bubbles very often.
And Cantaloupe he's thinking about it. He's going back to the store. Is he going to buy the bait or the wood arrows? He's going to buy the 83 rupee wood arrows, which is not a bad play at all. If we do have a Goma block somewhere and we find that bow, those wood arrows are going to come in handy.
Does that just mean a commentator's curse? He's going to find the silver arrows immediately in this dungeon here?
Well, it's level 8, so he's got 3 shots of doing so, provided he's not blocked. But again, no keys, no bombs. Here's a staircase. Could be one of the 2 staircase items, or it could be a transport, and it's one of the staircase items. Oh, I saw the blue there for a moment, but it's not the silver arrows. It is the wand.
Once again, Cantaloupeme with the early wand. Much easier to get than in Game 2. This could be huge. Instant offense for Cantaloupe, and he's got a little extra health to boot. This is going to help him speed up a little bit here.
Oh, speaking of speed up things, James, those orange dark nuts rolled -2. They go down in a single wand strike.
Yeah, and he gets a bomb drop for his troubles. Still has yet to find a key in this seed. I swear between races 2 and 3 laws, I think I've seen Cantaloupe pick up like 5 keys.
Yeah, this is nonsensical. I've never seen such a key-starved set of seeds in my entire life. I mean, we've done 2 races, Cantaloupe finding, as you mentioned, probably a grand total of 5 keys. We're almost 7 minutes in, and, well, CantFindBombs somehow found a key in that level 5, but Cantaloupe's still scoreless in that department.
Well, we have an opportunity for another Kanana key here. If he can do it, decides not to do it, he's going to just open and go through the left door.
Oh, and we have the book that, wow, some pancakes love literature, apparently.
Cantaloupe does not have a candle yet. He could grab that book to gain instant access to potentially vanilla level 8. Instead, decides not to pick the book up. So hopefully he can find a candle and afford said candle. Otherwise, he may regret that.
Yeah, absolutely. And we've seen a few players pull off that trick earlier where they combine the wand and the book to burn down the vanilla level 8 bush there, but Cantaloupe opting not to do so because it's more of a hurt than a help to have that book.
Cantaloupe does not find the Triforce in 8, decides to bail. And he's going to check the white sword item here. Uses his last bomb. I have to imagine that was by mistake.
And we have a heart container, and 5 hearts is not enough to pick it up. I don't think we're going to see Cantaloupeme go back for that heart container. CantFindBombs found the jewelry. Yes.
Yes. CantFindBombs with a bigger advantage at this point than that wand. What a find.
Yeah, he saw that red ring in the tea room on the other side, found the workaround, and was able to pick it up. So now the damage he's taking is now down to 1/4 of the base value. That's a huge find right there, James. Cantaloupe going into the shop. That is not a candle shop, unfortunately.
At this point, we have a lot of information on level locations. We've already seen 5 of the dungeons. But we've only seen a few of the items, and none of the required ones. The wand and the red ring are nice, don't get me wrong, but those are not required to beat the game. We still have not seen the bow, silvers, raft, recorder, or ladder.
Yeah, that's right, James, and there are 5 items that cannot be in level 9. Those are required items. That is a flag that is turned off for this tournament. The 5 items that cannot be in level 9 at any time are the bow, the ladder, the raft, the recorder, and the power bracelet.
And at this point, Power Bracelet wouldn't be a terrible thing to find until they find that recorder. Definitely would open up some of the any roads to get around Hyrule a little easier with all the dungeons these guys have been in, and yet no Triforces to show for their trouble. It's going to be a lot of double dipping. Honestly, that Power Bracelet wouldn't even be that bad at this moment.
We find our map for level 4, and it is a segmented level 4. Contestants, name that ink blot.
Press F for respect.
Ooh, good answer right there. To me, it looks like one of those shotguns that you get in the Atari 2600 game Dark cavern, and there is a magazine below it.
CantFindBombs finds the last item in level 4. It is a heart container. Gives him 6. So now he's just a tringle away from a full clear and out, and he'll be the early Triforce leader. Cantaloupe, meanwhile, into level 5, where he finally finds a key, but I don't believe we were able to find anything when CantFindBombs was in here earlier. We'll have to wait and see how far Cantaloupe gets.
Yeah, for sure. And Cantaloupe in this level 5, we'll see if he's able to get luckier. We find the compass here, and wow, holy smokes. Boy, get out of that room quickly. And oh no, CantFindBombs is ladder blocked from, it looks like, the Triforce, unless we can find the compass elsewhere.
Yeah, I'm not sure how much of this top segment he saw. I know he saw a lot of it. Unless there's a room he didn't clear or a room he hasn't been in yet. That could be it right there.
Oh, speaking of rooms to clear, could that blue Wizrobe room be the required room to get either the compass or the Triforce in level 4? CantFindBombs doesn't want to find out, so he'll come back later.
Cantaloupe finds a staircase, and we have an item.
Bam!
What an item.
Wow, indeed, James. The silver arrow. So this time we see blue, and it is the silver arrow. So now Cantaloupe just needs the bow, and he'll have everything he needs to defeat Ganon.
Yeah, just like last race, Cantaloupe buys the arrows, doesn't really get too much use out of them, and then almost immediately afterwards finds the silver arrows. The commentator's curse, alive and well, here in game number 3.
It happens all the time, whether it's with arrows, candles, rings. You buy the first level of it, and a few minutes later, the game gives you the second one because the game knows.
I usually have that happen with keys. That's mine. I always get that with the any key.
Ah, yes, indeed, because there are going to be some situations where you see runners do purchase keys from shops when you have a key-starved situation like this. CantFindBombs going to this Taken cave, picking up a heart container, is now up to 7 hearts. That was the one at Monocle Rock.
Yeah, CantFindBombs did tell me before game number 2, little sideline report here, he likes to make plays for the Magic Sword. That is one of his goals going in, especially with Heart Shuffle on. He will make a play for every heart container he can get his hands on, in the hopes that when he finally makes his way over to that area of the map, that he'll have a chance to pick up that coveted Magic Sword. We saw that come into play, Laws, in Game 1, where he was able to come from behind and win in level 9 due to his expanded combat abilities.
Absolutely. A Magical Sword is an item that you don't typically see players get because either, one, they don't have enough heart containers to try for the Magical Sword. You need anywhere between 10 and 14 hearts, as CantFindBombs finds his one here in level 8. And number 2, a lot of times you may have enough hearts to play for the Magical Sword, but the Magical Sword is out of your way. And, in these kind of situations here, James, time is of the essence. You're in a race, so you've got to make those decisions, and you got to make them fast.
Yeah, and Cantaloupe made a fast one there. Found a bait block, potentially, and then immediately hugs a Pole's Voice, takes a death, and he's leaving level 5. So here we are, Laws, 13 minutes and 20 seconds into the seed. Neither runner has a Triforce, and neither runner has any of the progressive items other than the silvers that we need to get further into this seed. This has been a nightmare.
Yeah, this has been a brutal seed so far. You've had heavy combat, limited resources, but Cantaloupe, he's making the play. He's going to Vanilla Level 9's location, Spectacle Rock. Perhaps there's going to be some progression in this dungeon.
Still missing levels 1, 6, 7, and 9. So could this be level 1?
No, it's level 9 in the level 9 position, so that is bad news for Cantaloupe. There's going to be no progression here. You can't go into level 9 until you have all 8 Triforce pieces.
So that confirms levels 1, 6, and 7, the remaining dungeons, and they are either in Vanilla 8 spot blocked by the candle, level 7 spot blocked by the recorder, or levels 4 spot blocked by that raft.
Now, the 64,000 rupee question is, where is our candle shop? Now, when Cantaloupe finds that candle shop, he'll be able to afford it no matter what the cost is because the base price is 60 rupees, variance plus or minus 20. So he's covered, but he looks like he's going to go back to level 3 with his one key in hand, and hopefully it leads to progression.
We still haven't seen either of the items here, Laws, and neither runner was able to make any sort of progression at all the first time in. Here we go. This could be the play.
And CantFindBombs, unfortunately, was a loser on Hyrule's favorite game show, Find the Bomb Hole. He had to back out of level 8 because he's out of bombs. We'll get to this white sword item, which was a heart container. That'll take him up to 8 hearts, going to give him ever closer to a shot at that magical sword.
Cantaloupe deftly handling these pulls voice with his wand. And for his trouble gets a map, not a bad drop.
Any key.
Wait, what?
That's what the ink blot is to me. It's the any key.
Oh, I was like, wait, what? Where?
Yeah, it's upside down, of course. Wouldn't it be something if the any key was here? Because I'm always saying, James, whenever you talk about something, the situation presents itself. Let's see if the magical key actually is here in 3.
All right, well, at least with the map, he knows this is going to be his bomb hole, so he's going to be able to bomb down. 2 items here in 3. One will be behind a staircase, one will be on the floor either as a drop or a standing drop. And it looks like Pole's Voice and Gibdos, this is going to be a terribly difficult enemy set for Cantaloupe.
Especially with that wand in hand. Does get a bomb drop from that Gibdo, and gets Y-Force. That's the first Tringle on the board, 16 minutes in, but I think Cantaloupe is going to go back in.
Yeah, I definitely don't think he wanted to grab that there, Laws. Not yet. Definitely wanted to look around a little bit, but that's no big deal. He's only a couple rooms away, and at least he has it. He doesn't have to look for it anymore.
Not only did he lose out on the exploration, he lost out on that bomb, so he couldn't get to 8 bombs. He's only got 6, but maybe he'll get lucky and find another route. He's not even going to clear this room. So, this is not going to be our staircase because there is a shutter door to the left, so Cantaloupe's just going to keep on exploring. There's a key. Very valuable.
It might as well be a progression item at this point.
Uh-oh, we have a potential ladder block and a potential drop room, that moat room, but here is our staircase item here, and the floor item to go with it. What do we have? The red candle. Oh, that's nice for him.
Yeah, at this point, he'll definitely take that. I don't think we'll see him go back for that heart. Well, maybe. He has an up aid, and he has everything out of here.
Yeah, I think he's going to go ahead and pick up this heart container. It's right there. You just got to get through these spike traps. He'll pick it up, do an up A, and he'll be done with this level 3. Yep, he's got it.
All right, well, Cantaloupe full clears level 3. He's out of there. So now, at this point, Laws, we've seen most of what is on the table. There's 1 item in 2 that we still haven't seen, 1 item in 5, and 1 item in 8. If you're Cantaloupe,
well, it wasn't in level 3, James, but we talked about the any key, and it turns out that's our ladder item on the coast.
Ooh, Cantaloupe gets bumped as he's scrolling over, and Softlocks has to up A. Luckily, he was only 1 screen away from start. So if you're Cantaloupe, are you going to burn that bush, go straight to Vanilla 8, or are you going back into one of the dungeons you've already been in?
I think he's going to go straight to the burn bush here in Vanilla level 8 spot. He may check what the ladder item on the coast is. I think he's going to go ahead and go into the Take Any Cave at the coast. I would imagine he'll pick up the heart container. As we all know, Cantaloupe not really a big advocator of the potion.
Yeah, but again, with only wooden sword so far, a lot of tough combat. If he happens across enough heart containers, I mean, he's well aware of the magical sword and what it did to him in Game 1. He may make a play for that here in Game 3 if it comes down to, why not? You've got the heart containers, make a play for it.
CantFindBombs getting a bomb drop before he goes back into level 2. Remember, we were bomb blocked from any further progression, so CantFindBombs will have an opportunity potentially to find that second item and the Triforce.
Right away, Cantaloupe finds a ladder block.
And unless he can bomb to the south, he can, so he can continue at least for a little bit longer.
Ooh, nice clock on CantFindBombs side. What a room Cantaloupe me just outed of. Oh, man.
Now, that's enough of that level 7 for Cantaloupe me.
Oh, man. Who rolled this seed?
It wasn't TGE by any chance, was it, James?
It was definitely, most certainly, I will refuse it. I denied it was not JSR. It was not.
Well, it wasn't me.
Was.
I've actually never rolled a seed in the entire 3-year history of Zelda Randomizer. One of these days I should, and then you can blame it all on me.
They're going to definitely blame this one on me for sure.
All right. So Cantaloupeme's going to have to go back to a previous dungeon if he wants any progression. Unless, of course, level 7 is the only play, and you have to kill those blue wizards. And that is very ominous because there's no bubbles to lock that room in place, no traps. If he takes a death, he'd have to clear that room all over again.
Yeah, so Cantaloupe's going back to 4. He did leave one item in here. That was the red ring. I don't think he's found anything in here. I think he still has the heart container as well.
He's going to get it now.
He'll be happy to see that red ring.
Yep, he chose wisely with his one and only key. He's going to be treated to the quadruple defense. CantFindBombs going to have to take care of this room. There are bubbles in place, thankfully, so if he were to take a death, his progress is saved. And unfortunately, well, it is orange wizard, not a blue wizard, so it could have been worse.
That red ring just in time for Cantaloupeme and gets greeted by a Patra. Even with red ring, this can still kill him. He's going to try to be careful here. You'd love to see this room drop.
Nice. As long as he doesn't get bopped by the eye, he'll clear this room, but unfortunately no reward, just a nickel.
Sometimes, though, that knowledge is worth it. At least he knows that Patra doesn't have anything. He doesn't have to come back. Nothing worse than when you're about to clear a room and you take a death and you think to yourself, that could be it.
James, we are Goma blocked from the Triforce in level 2.
Oh boy! So there's a bow somewhere. We don't know where it is. And at this point, we know for a fact it can't be behind that Goma, so...
We found actually what the item was. I actually didn't see it, but chat was able to catch it. The second item in level 2 was the magical boomerang.
Alright, well, we're running out of options here. At this point, there's only a few options left. There's one item in 8, one item in 5, and whatever we can get to in level 7. And CantFindBombs back into 3. He's going to find his red candle at least.
That's right, and we can confirm on the tracker, and we do have it lit up, that CantFindBombs did indeed decide to pick up the magical boomerang. 2 types of boomerangs. You have the magical boomerang and the wood boomerang. Both do the same job, stunning your enemies. The wooden boomerang has a shorter distance that it travels, and it's easier to control, while the magical boomerang covers the entirety of the screen, but some people don't favor it because it's a little bit more trickier to control.
Cantaloupe does find the first item in 4, a heart container. I don't recall if CantFindBombs was able to access the Triforce or if he ran out of resources, but Cantaloupeme, rich in keys for his luck tonight. 3 keys to his name. He may be able to get to it.
And I believe this is a segmented level 4 as we find another staircase that this Goma was poorly guarding. Now just looking for the Triforce here, and this may be a one-off. It is not.
If I remember correctly, this was the ladder block that CantFindBombs found. Yeah, that was that
right.
one room to the top.
That's right. Yeah, I completely forgot about that because we were talking about that. Maybe the blue wizards are guarding the compass or the Triforce. I got a bad feeling, James, that room is going to be required.
Either that or that Triforce is behind that ladder block. Either way, Cantaloupeme is not going to play that. He up-A's back to start, and at this point, I have to assume he's headed to... I have no idea where he's headed.
2.
But
he has... back to level 2.
Didn't. Yeah, you're right. He didn't get the blue boomerang out of here. You're correct. So he has to get the Triforce anyways. If he's able to get to it, if it's not blocked by that Goma... Oh, it is blocked by that Goma.
Yeah, I told you earlier. Yeah, the Triforce room, because we had seen the compass the room before, it is guarded by that blue Goma. You have to have the bow and some arrows in order to get the Triforce here in level 2. It'll take 2 silver arrows, but we can't do anything until we find that bow.
Well, this is a good break for CantFindBombs. Both runners have had very stagnant progression, and Cantaloupeme with the slight lead here, but if CantFindBombs can get out of level 3 quickly here and get that red candle to boot, if he goes to 7 and finds something that Cantaloupeme overlooked, this could put him in the driver's seat.
Absolutely, because you know, CantFindBombs has the health advantage. He's got maximum 9 hearts. He's got the red ring, which Cantaloupe didn't have when he went to level 7 the first time around. Yeah, it could be advantage CantFindBombs if we see serious progression in level 7.
As our runners make it their way through this run, through this very treacherous stretch for Cantaloupeme, but both runners just kind of going through what we've already seen. Just want to remind you guys to give both of these runners a follow, as well as our hardworking trackers today, Mr. Cab and Russian Bishop, and our restreamer tonight, Sparkover. Thank you so much for doing all the hard work behind the scenes, you guys.
Yeah, all the Sparkover bears in chat. CantFindBombs gets his heart container and the red candle from that same room. He just needs to grab this Triforce here in level 3, and we'll pretty much be even up in that department. But again, 10 hearts now for CantFindBombs. Currently has a 20% chance of picking up that magical sword.
Of course, he has not gone back to 5 yet. 5 does have the silver arrows required. He may... Ooh, he finds his Triforce at level 3. Nice.
Yeah, he's got everything. Yep, that was the room that the Triforce was in, so CantFindBombs is done with that level 3.
So if he heads to level 5 here, Laws, and that Master Sword rolled down, Magical Sword rolled down, this could be huge. Huge!
I don't think he's going to head there right away. He probably wants to get some more heart containers. In fact, he's going to go for Candle Row right now to boost his odds to 40%.
Yeah, both these runners now, we're 26 minutes in. They both have the same Triforce piece, the same lonely Triforce piece. Very little progression. You've got to be thinking in the back of your head, what am I missing? What am I forgetting? And if you're able to get that magic sword, especially early, even though he's not headed that direction, that could be such a huge confidence booster and such a huge play that could swing this race in either one of these runners' favor. CantFindBombs, however, headed back towards what we know as level 7 with red ring in hand. What do you think, Laws? Is he going to be able to clear that room out?
He's definitely got a good chance, because instead of losing 2 hearts every time you get hit by the blue Wizrobe's body or beams, you're only going to lose half a heart. Yeah, CantFindBombs definitely has a shot at it, and he does have 8 bombs as well, so that's going to help him clear out this room. He's going to see this Chevy room, but if he bombs to the south, he's going to find that dangerous blue Wizrobe room. Meanwhile, Cantaloupe going back into level 5.
There is one item here we still have yet to see. The silver arrows were in here. Cantaloupe found those his first time through. Still a Triforce as well. Here we go. There's your Wizrobe room. CantFindBombs is going to go for it. Well, get your popcorn out, folks. This is going to be crazy.
Yeah, it's hard to say how many hit points they have, because normally they have 10 HP, so it's anywhere between 8 and 12 hits. So 3 bombs will typically do the trick, but CantFindBombs trying to conserve his bombs if he can. He just lost his beam sword, though.
Yeah, very nicely done by him to avoid those Wizrobes as long as possible, keep those beams. He did a lot of damage before he took a hit.
What is that blue Wizrobe doing in the HUD?
Hacks! Hacks! He's cheating!
Yes, he is! What are you doing? Where are you going? I don't believe
the pan clip! The pan clip is real!
Oh, that is amazing. Oh, and CantFindBombs gets his beam sword back. He got that lucky fairy from the garbage dropping room, and he's not going to be able to kill that blue Wizrobe. It's like, nah, 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 you can't touch me.
Yeah, he's going to have to go up and back into the room. Not a big deal. Only one Wizrobe. This should be very capable in his skill set. But yeah, what a troll Wizrobe. Just rubbing it in like, yeah, you thought you had this room done.
That was unbelievable there. I love it. Does clear that room. Here's a staircase in level 7. It could be our item. It could be a transport staircase. And, oh, man, CantFindBombs just whiffing. Thankfully, he does get the bombs back. They did not roll high, those fires. Do we have the transport or the item? That is the transport. He's not going to take it.
Yeah, this could be huge. And I haven't really been keeping an eye on Cantaloupe if he found another path. But if level 7 has that progression, this could be exactly what CantFindBombs needed.
Absolutely here. But Cantaloupe in this level 5, if he can find that floor item, there's some bombs. He was down to just 2, so that's definitely going to help him out. Bomb drop for CantFindBombs from that orange Wizrobe. Still en route to the items in Triforce. Uh-oh, we have ourselves a 3.
Yeah, Cantaloupeme finally finds a bomb pack. That was a nice lucky break. Gets a key. Look at these key numbers, Laws. I'm not used to this.
Me neither. It's 6 for Cantaloupeme and 7 for CantFindBombs. I tell you what, great 3-headed Gliok fight using that wood sword and wand combination and keeps all of his health.
Yeah, that was a really, really nice Gliok for CantFindBombs.
Whoa. Look at the size of that level 5. Contestants, name that ink blot.
Well, that is where the seed belongs, Laws. The toilet.
That is, let's see, 4, 8, 12. That is that 28 rooms? No, that's 27 rooms.
That is a very large and very annoying level 5. And for Cantaloupeme's sake, I sure hope the items here.
Absolutely. That is a mammoth level 5. I think that's one of the biggest level 5s I've seen, James. And we have our ink blot in level 7. Contestants, name that ink blot.
That moment when you see a level 5 that's larger than a level 7, Laws, I can't do it.
I know, that is 24 rooms. Level 7 being smaller than level 5. Who'd have thunk it? Cantaloupe had to up A, yeah.
Yeah, he found that Dig Dogger with no recorder. He wasn't able to kill him and was trapped. So he's going to have to try something else. No ladder. He can't go up here.
Oh, man. Is this going to be one of those chain reaction seeds where one item leads to another? We have to double, triple dip to some of these dungeons. Ooh, CantFindBombs gets the strike. High flush. Down goes the manhandler.
Yeah, that was a very... Oh! A skilled manhandler and then an unskilled handler. Your hand too strong, and CantFindBombs gets handed a trump card. Welcome back to Blue Wizrobe Hell.
Oh, that is, you cannot do that if you CantFindBombs, because now you got to clear all of those Blue Wizrobes again if you want to progress into this level 7. Ouch!
Meanwhile, Cantaloupeme left level 5. I'm not sure where the block was. It has to be that Dig Dogger or that ladder block, but he left still an item and a Triforce in level 5. And at this point, I think his only play is level 7. I don't think there's anything left, unless he's going back to 8.
Looks like he may be heading back to level 8 right now. There's still one item left at large, and at the back of his mind, he's thinking, I do not want to go back to that level 7 with all those Blue Wizards. You know, who can blame Cantaloupe for this play? He's gonna play the slightly easier level in level 8, and hopefully has enough progression, enough resources to figure out the rest of this puzzle.
And answer the question in chat, unless we missed something, and it's very possible we did, there is one item in level 5. I do not believe he found it, but it's possible it's either ladder blocked or possibly Dig Dogger blocked.
Yeah, that's correct. We didn't find our floor item, nor did we find the Triforce either. We now know where our Triforce in level 7 is, and we have another 3-headed Gliok that CantFindBombs is going to have to deal with. Let's see how he does.
Yeah, Cantaloupeme did find the compass in 5, but no path to it. My guess is it was behind a ladder block, or there was a magic staircase somewhere that takes you up there because he was unable to reach it.
When we find a mugger room, and CantFindBombs obviously does not want to spend one of his precious heart containers, he'll gladly pay the 48 rupee toll. That is a near leave your life or money situation that you'd see in Second Quest, almost vanilla.
Oh, shoot.
Oh, and CantFindBombs can't get the strike this time. His shot goes just a little bit light, leaving the weak 10, but he does use the sword to get a 5 rupee out of him.
Now Cantaloupeme bombing around, down to 2 bombs.
Oh, thank goodness CantFindBombs didn't get shuttered into Zelda's room. Look at all the Blue Wizrobes that were waiting for him.
Ugh. Man, this is turning into quite the seed. I see an item. That's the book that Cantaloupeme did not grab earlier. He won't grab it this time. He has the red candle now. Still an item somewhere in here at large.
Yeah, he's got to clear this room in order to go to that shutter door to the left. So yeah, he's definitely not going to pick up that book, especially when you have red candle in your possession. have a direct path to get to the Triforce room in 7. Oh, another bow block potential?
Wow, that could be an item, man. We don't know where that bow is. That bow could be here in 8, or it could be here in 7. If that is indeed, Cantaloupe does find the Triforce. Still did not find the item there. I imagine he's going to go back in. There he goes.
Yep, he's looking for the other staircase item, and CantFindBombs picks up the Triforce here in level 7, so that's also going to be his second piece, but he didn't find any items. Will he go back? If he does, he's going to have to clear. He's going to go back, considering he didn't find anything, and he cleared a good chunk of this level 7.
Oh,
yeah, he's
going
to go back
clear...
a third time!
No! Oh, no!
Oh, man. This has been an absolutely brutal scene here. I got a feeling, James, the first player to find a progression item is going to win this match. I just got this hunt.
Friends do not let friends let JSR roll seeds, just for the record.
Right. So, Cantaloupe sees the keys, but now he's got another problem. He's down to just 1 bomb.
Yeah, and that's a bomb block there. It would be one of those situations, and I know the pressure's on. So obviously you may not be thinking about it, but in this situation, Cantaloupe needs to force a bomb. I don't think he has another choice.
Cantaloupe's got to do his very best to dodge accidentally grabbing that book from the like here, which he's able to dodge again. Now CantFindBombs goes back to the same level 8.
Laws, where is this progression? Both these runners, these are very skilled runners, and they're just as confused as we are.
I still think it's on level 7. Whether it's the staircase item or the...
He used his bomb and finds the bomb hole.
Wow, Cantaloupe getting lucky, winning our game of Find the Bomb Holes. He's able to progress a little bit further here into this level 8, and hopefully for his sake, it's going to lead to the jackpot.
I don't think he meant to use that bomb, because if he did, that takes major cojones, and yet he got through.
Well, he doesn't need to pick up that compass. He's already got the Triforce out of this level 8. Doesn't want to play with Manhandla here. Now, he's got to up A, and he's done. He's now out of bombs. He'll have to come back. Man, where is this progression?
Well, at this point, with this new tracker, we usually don't have to give an item rundown. But at this point, I kind of think we might need to, Laws.
Sorry, James, I had to laugh there as you saw CantFindBombs taking his rage out on that book and decided to bomb it.
So far, we still do not know level 1's location. We did find level 2. It had a hard container and the blue boomerang, as you see on the tracker. Level 3 had a hard container, red candle. 4 had red ring, hard container. Level 5 had the silver arrows, and level 8 had the wand in the book. There is one item in 5. We do not know where it is. There's an item in 8. We do not know where it is. There are 2 items in 7. We do not know where they are, and we still do not know where level 6 is. Well, we know it's going to be wrapped recorder blocked, but we don't know what's in there. So
yeah, diddle for level 1 as well.
That is the situation we are currently facing. Level 5 appears to be either Dig Dogger blocked or ladder blocked, and level 8 appears to be another situation of find the bomb hole, or it could be blocked somewhere. CantFindBombs has a temporary lead.
Yeah, he's got 3 Triforce pieces, so yeah, I'd say right now, at the moment, he does have a little bit of a lead, and CantFindBombs is going to bail out of level 8.
Interesting. Did not find the 3rd item either, so now what?
Well, I'm telling you, whoever finds the progression item first, James, is winning this race. The first one to find, whatever it is, I'm calling it right now. First of these 2 to find, whether it's the recorder, ladder, or the raft, first one that finds it, or the bow, of course, first one that finds it is winning this race.
Well, Cantaloupeme started to head back towards 7. I hope for his sake he goes in there, and I hope for his sake he can find some bombs before he does, and he's able to find one of those items, because I think you're right, Laws. I think your ladder, your recorder, or your raft is going to be in 7. He finds bombs, but he's headed back to 8.
Well, you can't fault Cantaloupeme. Again, he knows about that blue wizard room. He'd rather tackle the enemy set in level 8 than the ones in level 7. But the percentage play is against Cantaloupeme in this spot.
I'm kind of surprised a player of his caliber. I actually have another theory, Laws. I think he didn't see the shutter door and thinks that it might be either a block, that ladder block, or that he tried to bomb and that there's no bomb hole. I think he thinks he's blocked out of 7.
But he saw that blue Wizrobe room. He can't possibly think he was blocked out of level 7. Because remember, at the time, he did not have the red ring. He knows about that blue Wizrobe room unless he's put it in the back of his mind. That is a possibility.
My theory is that he went left, and there's a ladder-blocked room there, one of the Chevy rooms. So I think he didn't see the shutter door, and I think he thinks he's ladder-blocked. I could be mistaken.
James! CantFindBombs picks up the magical sword at 11!
Oh, man, this is a huge break for CantFindBombs. If he can find the next item for progression, this is huge, folks. I mean, short of the silver arrows, I think CantFindBombs is in the driver's seat now. He just got to find that next item.
He is going back to level 5, and unless he's able to find something that Cantaloupeme could not figure out in this level 5, he's not going to be able to find the progression that both of these runners are seeking. So yeah, that magical sword, even if Cantaloupeme, now, this kind of changes things, James. If Cantaloupe finds the progression item first, it's not going to be an automatic guarantee now, because that magical sword is going to really come in handy for CantFindBombs.
Cantaloupe goes back to where he believed the bomb hole was, bombs all the walls, no bomb hole. He's still digging 8 for this third item. CantFindBombs is going to get his silver arrows here in 5. And there's still one item somewhere here. This is giant. This could be our progression right here, Laz.
Absolutely. I mean, if CantFindBombs is able to go somewhere that Cantaloupe overlooked, and we all missed it, and he finds that second item and it's some sort of progression, that could be GG. But look at this. We finally find our third item, and it's not progression. It's a heart container.
So at least Cantaloupe has that peace of mind, but he's got to be puzzled.
Yeah, I mean, unless if Cantaloupe made a critical mistake and he missed, some kind of workaround here in this level 5, the only play is level 7.
Yeah, and I'm that theory's a little stronger in my head at this point, Laws. Cantaloupe is way too good at combat. There's no way he's afraid of that room. I really sincerely think he thought he's ladder blocked, and I could be wrong. I totally could be wrong here. That's my theory, and I'm sticking to it until we see him go back to 7. Oh,
we need the ladder!
Oh my God! What a scene!
Wow! Does the game know, or does the game know? CantFindBombs finds this raft and says, you need a progression item. Well, I've got your progression item right here. You want it?
All right.
You can't have it unless you get the ladder. So you know what this tells me, James? Ladder's in 7.
It's either ladder or recorder. It's only 2 options. Ladder or recorder is in level 7.
True. This could be one of those chain reaction seeds where one item leads to another. So yeah, could be.
At this point, we know that Goma block in 5 is nothing because we found the raft. So at this point, 7 is the play. And Cantaloupe does not know the raft's in here. He's going to hopefully find it. At least he'll have that information. But if he's been keeping track, there's the silvers for CantFindBombs. And he knows how to get through level 7, and he has magic sword laws. CantFindBombs is in the lead, and I think he's going to start pulling away.
I think you're right. He does up an A. He'll start again. And he's got to weigh his options now. Where is he going to go next?
Oh, Cantaloupeme needs to go back to level 7. As soon as he finds this raft, it's the only play. It has to be. And I sure, for his sake, hope he goes back and takes a look at it. Here goes CantFindBombs back into 2. Does need the Triforce out of here.
Yeah, but there's one problem. He saw the silver arrows, but he forgot something. He can't go back into level 2 until he gets the bow. So this is unfortunately going to open the door a little bit for Cantaloupe.
Yeah, I don't know. Did he actually see the Goma? I don't think he did.
Yes.
I know Cantaloupe did.
Well, maybe he didn't. Maybe he didn't. It's been a while since we've seen these runners go into level 2. No, he had to have seen it. Unless he was bomb blocked, because, he has the compass. Remember, the compass was one room away from that Goma.
Well, he's going to see it very shortly. A nice surprise from our friend
Oh,
Uncle Goma.
another getting grabbed!
Oh, no!
The second time tonight that CantFindBombs has been wall mastered. Man, you hate to see that, James.
Tough break for Kent. I don't know if that's going to open the door enough, but Cantaloupeme at this point needs every break he can get
He's
to
getting
just
it.
stall. He needs to just stall CantFindBombs enough where he heads back to 7 before he does, because otherwise, once he gets there with all those blue whiz robes and Cantaloupeme with wooden sword, man, CantFindBombs is going to be able to cut through those guys like butter.
Yeah, this is not looking good for Cantaloupe at this point. Now he's again playing Find the Bomb Hole, and he is not winning in that game right now.
This is getting really exciting. And of course, let's not forget, we only have 5 combined Triforces, 45 minutes in. The pressure on both of them, they've both got to be metagaming at this point. They're probably both stressed out. And we still have level 9. We haven't even sniffed level 9 yet.
Yeah, great equalizer. This whole scene is the great equalizer.
What a game 3, folks. This is exciting.
No question about it here. Cantaloupe now going to clear this room that's got all the dark nuts and the pancakes. With the wand, it shouldn't be too much of a hassle for Cantaloupe to clear. Does have 1 heart left and just 1 more pancake, and there's some bombs.
CantFindBombs gets the bad news. Up A is out of 2, and he's sitting here just as perplexed as I think Cantaloupeme was earlier, and he is headed back towards the woods. I think he's headed back to 7, Laws. This could be our big moment of truth.
Yes. I mean, unless we have made a critical mistake somewhere along the way, we're going to find our progression item here in level 7, whether it is the ladder or the recorder.
Cantaloupeme leaves level 5, did not get the Triforce, and he is also headed towards the woods. And for his sake, I sure hope he's headed to 7. If he gets into 7, this could be still a really tight race.
Absolutely, it still could be a tight race. Plus, Cantaloupe still has to go back to level 5 eventually to get the Triforce. So if he finds enough heart containers before he goes back to level 5, he'll be able to get his magical sword if he makes that move.
Also, if the ladder is the item in 7 and he goes back to 5, oh, did he just softlock doing the HUD clip?
He did! You've got to be kidding.
No!
I have never seen so many just mistakes in terms of, Cantaloupe has softlocked now twice. CantFindBombs has been wall-mastered twice. I've never seen so many crazy mistakes in a seed ever in all my 3 years of doing commentary.
Well, at the fear of getting too sidetracked, it's just like we see in the playoffs in baseball, where you see talented athletes, or in this case, talented
and there
runners.
It is!
Oh
Ladder for
my goodness!
CantFindBombs!
Talented runners under pressure. It's game 3. Every mistake is amplified, and every big break is amplified even more. CantFindBombs has the ladder. CantFindBombs has the magic sword. Folks, hold on to your seats. This just got good.
Absolutely. He's going to try to find that second item. That second item could be the bow or the recorder. I mean, you got to dig out that second item. And Cantaloupe, unfortunately, you're seeing the big difference right there between wood sword and magical sword as Cantaloupe taking a death to those whiz robes.
Yeah, and CantFindBombs now with the ladder doesn't even have to mess with those whiz robes. He can just take the scenic route around. Level 7 has become just a cakewalk for Mr. Bombs at these points. He can just mosey on past. Meanwhile, Cantaloupeme has to deal with these guys with only 2.5 hearts.
Yep, and CantFindBombs, level 7, proven to be Lucky 7, the Saver Special, if you will.
Oh, be careful, Cantaloupe!
Of all these years of commentary, I can't believe I never thought of that name for level 7, the Saver Special. Because if you remember back in the very first tournament, JSR, between Crystal Saver and Jamie Evil, it was level 7 that made all the difference in the world.
Well, this any key is definitely going to make a big difference as well. So CantFindBombs with the Triforce out of 7, with the ladder out of 7, with the any key. I didn't see if he found the second item, but he has the
unless he found it. Unless he found it earlier and, I just completely forgot about it. Maybe it was a heart container. Whoa, Cantaloupe finds the ladder. This is not over yet, folks.
Oh, no, this is far from over. And remember, Cantaloupe doesn't have the Triforce out of 5. And he has everything else checked. He's already double-checked. So he knows that there's an item in 5. I don't know if he saw the raft, but if he did, he's going to be able to get it. So he's not going to have to double-dip a second time like CantFindBombs will. And if he can get another couple heart containers, he may have a magical sword play himself.
That is correct. Now, he hasn't found the staircase item. Now, I'm just beginning to believe here, James, that our stair... Wait a minute. Maybe the staircase item is still blocked. Remember, there was a Goma in that level 7. It might be blocked.
Oh, and if it is, and what if it is the recorder?
Oh, that's the ultimate chain reaction seed. Now, I'm trying to think of this in logic here. Yes, it could be the recorder because Raft has the bow. Bow leads to the recorder, and recorder leads to completing the seed. That is, wow, this could be the ultimate chain reaction seed, James.
Well, meanwhile, CantFindBombs is back into 5 to get his raft. If Cantaloupeme didn't see the raft physically, he has to know that after he finds a second item out of 7, and it could be something really good, it could be something really useless, he's got to know that there's got to be progression in 5 at this point. So he should be headed to 5 shortly.
Definitely. I'm telling you, James, I hope. I want it to be recorder. I want that recorder to be here in level 7 that's blocked by the Goma. And I want the bow to be in the raft level. That's what I want to see.
Ultimate troll in full effect. And with this seed already causing a ton of headaches, I'm sure Cantaloupeme just wants to get out of this 7. I really want to ask him after the race if that was a strategic move to come back later or if that was something he forgot about. A lot of questions, because this was not an easy game 2, and game 3 is making game 2 look like easy mode.
Yeah, because remember, Cantaloupeme beat this in around 55 minutes. We're almost at 55 minutes right now, as CantFindBombs did pick up his raft. Now he's en route to the Triforce, and let's see how we need to get that Triforce. Oh, we just got to kill a couple of blue danger noodles.
Cantaloupeme had a fairy and a heart in this room that he's in now. Did not pick them up. Next room has a Gleeok. Even with the red ring, no keys. He's going to Kananiki through this door, despite knowing where the Triforce...
Oh, he missed!
Oh!
Yeah, he all of a sudden he ran his run out of keys. Now he can go back to the coast to pick up the magical key, but that's time that Cantaloupeme can't afford to lose at this point.
Absolutely. Every single mistake or every single misplay at this point, 52 minutes and 30 seconds into the seed, is amplified loss. Everything. Every death. Every missed mark. Everything.
Now, CantFindBombs is doing combat here in level 5. He's forgotten about the silver arrows. He's found them in level 5, and he's not going after the Triforce. So another mental mistake here, and you mentioned it right then and there, James. This is definitely comparable to a baseball playoff game.
It's just like you see people who are talented. They play 162 ball games, and they do not make the mental errors that they make in the postseason. It's not because they're bad players. It's because they're under pressure and they're thinking way too much, way too hard. And I'm not saying that's what's happening here, but I wouldn't be surprised if that wasn't at least a tiny bit of a factor.
Oh, certainly. And CantFindBombs does get his Triforce out of level 5, so he is done with that level 5. He's now got 4 Triforces on the board. And going back in? Oh, no.
This is huge. He has both the items. This is a huge mental error. This is exactly the break Cantaloupeme needed to get back in this race, because if CantFindBombs didn't track level 5, if he didn't track this loss, he could be here for another 5 or 10 minutes.
Oh, absolutely, and that is 5 to 10 minutes that Cantaloupeme absolutely needs bought for him at this point. But Cantaloupe's still trying to find that second item, that staircase item, which again, we believe is blocked.
And we can confirm he definitely has the silvers. I know I saw him pick up the silvers. And I know he saw the raft.
He has it.
So unless he forgot, he has the raft. Okay, so he has both items.
Yeah, he's got both items. We had seen him go to his item screen momentarily ago, and we did find that. Now, Cantaloupe, now he doesn't have the map. You know, not having this map is really hurting him right now.
He's only a couple rooms away from that Tringle, and we know that the Tringle is grabbable. He needs this. He needs. Oh, there's a Zelda room.
Yeah, we had seen that on CantFindBombs side because I had mentioned he was lucky he didn't get shuttered in with those blue.
Yeah, I remember that. Oh man, the seed laws.
Oh, the seed. Give the seed to your friends. Have them try it out.
If my friend gave me this seed, I would have to question whether they were my friend.
Right. Unfortunately, the virus didn't roll down to 2 HP, so the only way you can get bombs from them is either bombing them or using a silver arrow or using the magical sword.
Cantaloupeme finds that Goma. I think you're right, Laws. I think that's your second item. And he's going to pick up his Triforce, and I will deny all wrongdoing in the role of this seed. I will deny, even though I'm totally at fault.
And CantFindBombs just realized the mistake he made. He just realized, I got the item out of level 5 already behind the staircase. But he may not have remembered what that item was, and he's been up and a-ing a few times. I don't know. He's now going to go back to start. Man, this has been a crazy race, and there is still a lot of road left, James.
Yeah, I mean, we have 4 Triforces on one runner, 3 on the other, and we found almost every single item. So at this point, the raft is the only play. What is CantFindBombs going to be finding here in level 4? This is his chance to pull away. It's level 1.
Oh, what a chance to pull away. There are 3 items here, and we see right off the bat a locked door. This is where that magical key is really going to come into play. There's one of the 3 items. It's a heart container. 1 more on the ground and 1 more staircase item in level 1. I want to see this bow here.
I imagine it's going to be the bow, and you're going to have to go back and kill that Goma. At this rate, I expect full troll. Give me an absolute maximum troll.
Oh, speaking of maximum troll, that's about as linear as a level 1 as it gets. Name that ink blot.
That is like Candyland Road. I mean, good grief.
This is like level second quest level 7, level 8 in its infancy.
Cantaloupeme making the correct play. He's headed back to 5. If he can get his Triforce and his raft out of here, he's going to be in pretty good shape to keep pace.
Yes.
What Cantaloupeme is going to need is to make some tracks here. He's got to get this raft, get this Triforce, and get out of Dodge. CantFindBombs made a big mental error in his earlier play that could open the door back up for Cantaloupeme because
there's the recorder! So that item in level 7 is probably not going to be required because the bow can't be there. The bow could be here in level 1, or it could be in level 6.
Which we can now confirm level 6 is under level 7's vanilla spot. So, welcome to the Blue Dark Nut Party.
I'm disappointed. I did not want to see that recorder here in level 1. I wanted it to be behind that blue Goma.
We had to give these runners a little bit of a break, right?
I suppose we had to throw some kind of bone, yes.
Man, as we approach the hour mark, CantFindBombs could get his 5th Triforce sub-hour. That's
Here's our
insane.
final item. Go mode!
Go mode indeed. CantFindBombs bombs the bow, burns the bow, plays the bow a tune.
Wow, well, at least the bow was here in level 1. I still did not want to see the recorder in level 1, but that is excellent news for CantFindBombs because he's now officially in Triforce and Goma.
You know what that tells me, Laws? Something kind of neat about the randomizer. He spent 10 seconds in a elimination match doing all that to the bow. I think he thinks that Cantaloupe's just minutes from a dot done. Little does he know, he's in the driver's seat.
Oh, if he loses by 10 seconds now, James. Oh, man.
All right, well, CantFindBombs, our first runner in go mode. Here we go, folks.
I think he's going to head for, well, he's got choices here. He could go to 2 and fire away at that Goma, get his Triforce there. but it looks like he's going to be heading for the recorder spot. Looks like his next play is going to be level 6.
Cantaloupe desperately trying to reach that Triforce. He's only a couple rooms away from it.
See, Cantaloupe's problem is he doesn't know about the raft because you have to full clear that moat room to get that floor item. He's not cleared it yet. He's going to get his Triforce out of level 5, but if he does not go back into this level 5, James, this is going to be all she wrote. I'm telling you right now.
You're absolutely right. At this point, he has no other options. He's got to go back in.
And he does go back in moonwalk style. I love it. Nice swag points for Cantaloupe. And look at this ink blot for level 6. It is barely, and I mean barely, bigger than level 5. Level 5 was 27 rooms. This is 28.
That looks like a cactar looking sideways.
Now, it looks like some kind of video game character, but I can't quite put my finger on which one.
How do you like them apples? They're sour. Okay, old man, they're sour. Okay, you win.
I don't even know if they're sour or they're crab apples. But they're pretty bad nonetheless.
And level 6. CantFindBombs does have the bow and arrow, choosing instead to sword down these Pulse Voice. Again, I think a little bit of that Game 3 pressure building up. We're an hour into this seed. Both these runners have to be feeling the pressure.
Finds the compass, though. No, maybe the only thing I can think of, James, is he wants to conserve as many rupees as possible for level 9.
It's true, I suppose, but, I mean, he's got 233, and he's in go mode. This is Game 3, Laz. You gotta go.
I understand you gotta go, but, I mean, CantFindBombs may be thinking in the back of his mind that he's behind. We know he's way ahead. Cantaloupe sees it. And there's the power bracelet in level 6. That was our floor item. Not required, of course, but it is another item we can check off our list.
Cantaloupe be desperately searching for this raft. He's full cleared it, which means, you know what that means, Laws? He found it and didn't realize it because he didn't clear that moat room.
He did.
You were saying, yeah, you're right. You're absolutely right. And he is confused. Oh, this is heartbreaking.
It really is, because this really was Cantaloupe's chance to get back into this match. And now, unless he goes back to that moat room quickly, this could be game, set, and match, James.
At this point, he has no idea what he's forgetting.
This is the room. He's got to clear this room, and it should be easy with that wand. And here comes that raft. Boom.
Oh,
but
thank goodness.
Bombs gets his Triforce.
This is Cantaloupem's chance. He's got to hit those jets. He's full cleared every dungeon that he's been in right now. He knows that he has access to what is level 1. He knows that something is in level 1. He's going to find that recorder in that bow. It's going to put him in go mode as well. So now it's going to come down to raw speed. Can Cantalope turn on those jets that he's so famous for? Or is that magic sword going to be too much? CantFindBombs is already really growing this lead.
Yeah, he's turning on those afterburners very quickly, and unless Cantaloupe can put the pedal to the metal here, yeah, this could be all she wrote. But Cantaloupe is going to make the play to go to level 1. He's going to find all of his items. Then he'll probably head for level 6 as well. He may go to level 2 first. We'll see. The CantFindBombs, all the money in the world, 246 rupees. You need 2 silver arrows to take down the blue Goma. We'll see if he's able to one cycle.
All right, CantFindBombs flying at this point, and pretty much nothing he needs at this point. He's got everything he needs. The only thing he might be interested in is a potential bomb upgrade with all those rupees.
Wait a minute, no, there's no way CantFindBombs can one cycle that blue Goma because he's coming from the side. That's impossible to shoot arrows. It's not like those missiles from Metal Gear where you can control where they go.
Luckily for Cantalope, all of the required items were pretty easy to find. I do fear one thing, Laws. That bow was after the Triforce. For Cantalope's sake, I hope he goes and digs all 3 items out.
Yeah, I mean, he may be thinking that time is of the essence, and he may hit that Gamblematic 9000, and if he does, it's going to cost him the race as CantFindBombs takes down the Blue Goma, gets his Triforce out of level 2 now, just needs the Triforce out of level 4, and he'll be eligible to go into Spectacle Rock. And he is going to pass up the Triforce. He's going to find his recorder just sitting there. If he goes to the left, yes, this is the race right here, folks. He's not going to gamble. Good on him.
Yeah, absolutely. Little does he know this is the play. He already has 2 of the items. He already found the heart container. So he's going to get his bow. He's going to be go-mode very shortly. Why is CantFindBombs back in level 1?
Another mental mistake here, James. I'm telling you, I think nerves are setting in on CantFindBombs. He has to feel he's behind right now, and he is getting all flustered.
Oh, this is a huge break for Cantaloupeme. This is a horrible break for CantFindBombs. What is he doing?
He must have mismarked something as Cantaloupe gets his bow out of level 1. Now all he has to do is go back for the Triforce. He'll be done with this level 1, and I have no idea what is going on with CantFindBombs, but
Antlers.
he is...
In chat, Antlers hit it right on the head. CantFindBombs, he's a vanilla runner. I think he thinks he's in 4 laws.
Old habits die hard, James, and you know that makes perfect sense that he would think that way. Cantaloupe getting his Triforce out of level 1. I mean, the only good news for CantFindBombs is this is a short level 1, and he's got, all the resources in the world to take it down. But again, that's buying Cantaloupeme some more time to get back into this race.
You can't give a runner with a 28:30, is it 28:36? I cannot remember his exact time, but he's one of the fastest runners in the world. You can't give him this kind of window. He's in go mode, laws.
Yeah, now that compass tells him, hello, CantFindBombs, anybody at home, huh? Think, CantFindBombs, think! You've already gotten the Triforce out of here. Now, Cantaloupe going back into level 2, so he's going to do level 2 before he does level 6. He'll take down that Blue Goma, and he'll have his 6th Triforce piece, but right now, because of the mental mistakes that CantFindBombs make, you have to feel bad that he's making these mistakes. He's a great, both vanilla and randomizer runner, but these mistakes, James, have kept Cantaloupe in this match. He's not going anywhere.
Absolutely, and CantFindBombs is very, very good. He's recently really upped his game. He's become really dangerous, as you see in this match. He is not to be trifled with, but I think that inexperience compared to Cantaloupeme is not a new runner. He's been running this game longer than I have, and I'm not a new runner. He's about as experienced as it gets.
Now, again, with Cantaloupe, remember, he still only has the wood sword. Now, he doesn't know it, and I honestly don't think he's going to make a play for it, but he has a 50-50 chance of picking up the magical sword. But his problem is he's already cleared level 5. There's no chance he goes back and tries for the magical sword.
Level 4 was at level 2's vanilla spot. Level 6 was at level 7's vanilla spot.
That was a good try, Cantaloupe, trying to get the 1 cycle from the side door, but there's just not enough time.
Be careful!
Yeah, he's down to his last half a heart. Oh, nice clutch ending. Don't bop yourself. He gets a fairy. Nice. And Cantaloupe gets his Triforce out of level 2. I'll tell you what, very good Blue Goma fight on his side of the board. So now, things are starting to tight up here, James.
Oh, my heart is pounding. We're not even in level 9 yet.
I know, and level 9 could still do things to these runners, and because level 9 is famous for playing the game of Find the Bomb Hole, and we didn't find any bomb upgrades, James. This is not over by any stretch of the imagination. Whoever finds the right path could steal this race one way or the other.
Cantaloupe back into level 6 for the first time. So, excuse me, he's not back into level 6, he's into level 6. This could be the chance. With his bombs down to 3, he's got to be careful here, down to 2.
Yeah, it depends on the routing at this point, and Cantaloupe now down to 1 bomb. Using his last one, he finds the bomb hole at the very last minute.
For his sake, he's got to get out of this level 6 somehow, some way. He can ill afford to have to leave to get bombed.
We don't know where this Triforce is. It was goal blocked!
Oh, wow. CantFindBombs at an hour, 9 minutes, 17 seconds has all 8 Triforces. Is headed to level 9. Lost. What do we call level 9?
We call level 9 the Great Equalizer. And the reason why we call it that is because no lead is safe in Zelda Randomizer. Because this is what CantFindBombs is going to be looking for. He's going to be looking for, listening for the roar of Ganon. If he hears that roar of Ganon, then Ganon is one room away from where CantFindBombs' current position is. Also going to be looking for a room with a single shutter door room. If he full clears that room and that door does not open, he has found the location of Zelda. But another reason why we call level 9 the Great Equalizer, resource management. And in this situation, it's going to be the bombs. Both of the runners have the magical key. It could come down to who routes this level 9 better.
Cantaloupeme about to pick up his Triforce in level 6. Level 4 is at Vanilla 2. Kind of out of the way, but he does have the recorder. So I would wager, I'm going to give CantFindBombs about a 2-minute lead headed into level 9, roughly.
It might be bigger than that because Cantaloupeme might not think about that blue Goma, but we'll see. I'm going to say CantFindBombs is probably going to have at least a 4-minute head start. We'll see, though. You may be closer to being right than I am. It's 70 minutes and 36 seconds entry for CantFindBombs. Here we go. Our choices, north or west.
Listening for that roar again and looking for that shutter door. Every second counts. There's a shutter door.
He's going to clear this room and... oh my goodness! Right off the top, Zelda getting creamed at hide and seek yet again. This is not good news for Cantaloupeme. Now, CantFindBombs is just a Ganon away from winning this match. Cantaloupe's got to hurry. He's got to start hauling.
This is huge break for CantFindBombs. Although he's also got to worry about, like you were saying earlier, that bomb management. Finds a T room, uses a bomb. He's going to go back down, and I think he's going to take the staircase.
We have here, it's one of the items. It's the white sword. That's going to help Cantaloupeme, but that's definitely not going to help CantFindBombs, so he'll leave it behind.
Here, piggy, piggy, piggy.
He's just listening for the roar of Ganon right now, because once he finds Ganon, he only needs 4 hits to take down the beast, plus he has a red ring, so a Hyrule driver would only cost him 1 heart. I mean, once he finds Ganon, this is going to be game, set, and match, and if Ganon proves to be very elusive, which he has proved from time to time, especially as of late, James, this race is still not over by any stretch of the imagination. Cantaloupeme is getting close to that room where the blue Goma is. If he goes south, but he's not going to go south.
An hour, 12 minutes into game number 3. If you have that IRC open, you don't see a dot done. Your heart, remember, I'm pretty sure CantFindBombs thought he was behind. His heart has got to be pounding right now. His number 1 priority, stay calm, keep track, and whatever you do, breathe.
Oh, Callum's taking the play! He's found the blue Goma, he's getting his arrows ready, and 2 shots. Oh, but blue Goma, blocking his shots. He's got to get 1 more before he can get his Triforce. And there it is.
All right, so what was the time for CantFindBombs on his level 9 entry loss?
I remember it was about 70 minutes and some change, so I think it's going to be about, I think we have split the difference. You said it was going to be about 2 minutes. I said it was going to be 4 minutes. It's going to be about 3 minutes.
All right, if Cantaloupeme can get in there and take the correct path. CantFindBombs has already dug a lot of this level 9 already.
Yeah, if Cantaloupe makes that 1 turn to Albuquerque that CantFindBombs should have made, he could still steal this race, but right now it's still advantage CantFindBombs. And again, that magical sword is going to be a reason why CantFindBombs can tear apart this level 9 faster than Cantaloupeme will be able to. Now, he will find his white sword in the room where Zelda is, and I know time is of the essence, but I still think he's going to pick it up.
I mean, at this point, you might as well, right? I mean, I think he's going to just because of Ganon, if nothing else. Even though he's got enough combat skill, he doesn't need it. Here we go, folks. This is it.
Ooh, and CantFindBombs may have found a dead end here. One of those one-off Henry-style staircases here. Cantaloupe now knows where Zelda is, but not going to check the staircase just now. And Not going to do a T-clip either. Looks like he is going to check this. He's going to find his white sword decision time. He thought about leaving it behind, but he thought, well, it's going to give me easier combat against Ganon, 8 hits instead of 15. So you really can't fault Cantaloupe for this play.
Now, did CantFindBombs take the T grid? The
No.
T room? Did he?
No.
Interesting. Let's see if Cantaloupe's not going to go that way either. He's going to follow in the footsteps.
So it's still going to be advantage CantFindBombs. So it's going to depend on which way these runners take. Man, it's the first one to find Ganon who's going to win this fight.
The combat advantage that CantFindBombs has is very much minimized at this point, Laws. It really is. Whoever finds Ganon first wins this match. I don't think it's even a question.
No, absolutely. I mean, Cantaloupe's got plenty of health. He's had plenty of experience with Ganon fights. He knows how it's done. It's just a matter of who can find that pig first. Well, we find a manhandler. That's not Ganon. Cantaloupe gonna take this transport staircase. We'll see where it takes him. No drop there for CantFindBombs. Looks like Cantaloupe's under the R. He finds blue dark nuts with the key. Remember, in shapes, once we see the room go dark, we have found Ganon. It's unlike first quest where there's lots of dark rooms in level 9. In shapes, only one room is dark. It's Ganon's room. And they're pretty much
I thought for a second that I might have heard a roar. I thought I heard it.
On whose side?
CantFindBombs, I think.
And they're
Pretty sure
both...
it's his audio.
And they're both literally in the same area, but Cantaloupe is going to take this transport staircase. Let's see where it takes him. Not even close to where he needs to be. Oh, CantFindBombs is zeroing in. There's a bomb hole. Oh boy, he's going to go into it. And ladies and gentlemen, here's Ganon in the Chevy room, no less. Drive your Corvettes home. 4 hits is what we need. There's 1.
This is not going to be an easy fight. Magic sword or not, 2 hits.
Yep, there's 3. Still has plenty of health left. Just needs 1 more hit. And being a little bit slippery here. Can't get that last hit.
Be careful.
Got 4 hearts left. He needs 1 more hit. Now he's going to head for the corner. Try and get him there. And down goes Ganon. We've got Bacon and the Triforce of Power. And ladies and gentlemen, it is going to be CantFindBombs who is going to survive and advance to the round of 32.
What an amazing match. Cantaloupe gave it his all, but CantFindBombs is going to win it. Ladies and gentlemen, get your GGs out in chat for your winner of game number 3, moving on with an official SRL time of 1 hour, 17 minutes, and 27 seconds. Wow!
Man, what an unbelievable finish to this race. It was looking like CantFindBombs was going to run away with this. It was pretty much even for the first half of this race, but the play in level 7, CantFindBombs being first, had some issues, with routing and such, but in the end, that magical sword and being the first to find the ladder, that ended up being all the difference in the world, James.
Oh, and Cantaloupe heard the roar again, and he was that close, ladies and gentlemen. That close. CantFindBombs holds off the charge and is moving on to the round of 32. Congratulations.
Hey, James, I like this. If you guys were playing a Name That Tune with the recorder, this is one I have not seen yet show up. That's Area 1's theme from Blaster Master. A great theme, by the way.
Yeah, a lot of good classic tunes from both NES and Super NES eras in the randomizer. One of my favorite features that Fred and the other folks behind the scenes have implemented. So we'll wait to see if we can get CantFindBombs in here for an interview. We may wait and see because Cantaloupe has just found Bacon.
Here's Ganon one more time. Let's take down the beast. But he's only got 2 hearts to his name. And remember, a Hyrule driver will cost him 1 heart. He's down to 1.5 hearts and has not gotten any hits. Try for the stun lock. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. What a clutch fight there for Cantaloupeme. He had the white sword, so he needed 8 hits. But down goes Ganon, more bacon, and look what the difference is going to be between these two runners. You would have thought that CantFindBombs was going to run away with this. But again, the errors that he made allowed Cantaloupeme to close the gap. And in the end, the lead was just too great for Cantaloupe to overcome. Both had great level 9s.
With an official SRL time of 1 hour, 19 minutes, and 36 seconds, your runner-up, Cantaloupeme, in second place. GG's in chat for an amazing race.
Wow, absolutely an amazing race between these two fine competitors here. And with that, we do have our winner. CantFindBombs here in the commentator's booth with us. GG, congratulations. Boy, I tell you, it wasn't easy, but you made it.
I did. I can't even. What happened?
Two factors led to your victory, in my opinion, CantFindBombs. Number 1, at Magical Sword, once again, just like in game number 1, paying dividends for you here in game number 3. Number 2, level 7, lucky 7 for you. I've now officially given it the nickname the Saver Special because of, the very first tournament. Had the jackpot, the ladder that led to all the progression for the rest of the seed. So you got it first quite a bit before Cantaloupeme did, and the combat advantage, those two things, in my opinion, won you this race.
Yeah, I was ladder blocked. I was also bow blocked quite a bit. Yeah, boys and girls, let this be a lesson on read your tracker carefully.
Exactly. We were mentioning that I think I just got a hunch, and you know you're a really good randomizer player, CantFindBombs. I just have a hunch that you had to feel the nerves in your body, and these are mistakes you wouldn't normally make. But when you're in game number 3, it's an elimination game. It's a winner take all game. It's gonna happen to the best of runners, and you know what happened to you tonight. But in the end, your lead was just too great. So props to you, man. What a race.
I have a hard time believing I was that far ahead. I mean, I went back into level. I think I went back into 5 because I forgot that I had already gotten the staircase item, or I had marked on my map that I'd gotten silvers out of there, and then I was hunting for it. I went back into 2. I thought I was combat blocked, and I was actually bow blocked. I had a couple. I went to level vanilla 9 without bombs. Yeah, the nerves were definitely a factor. I mean.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, you went back to 3 previous levels, incorrectly. I mean, again, nerves are going to happen. And then, like I said, it's going to happen to the best of runners here. So, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's something I'm pretty sure you're going to remember for next time CantFindBombs regarding tracking your items and whatnot, because I know you're a really, really good player. That magical sword coming through for you one more time, and finding that ladder first. I mean, all of those things gave you a lead, and yeah, you did make things interesting. At least, I mean, if it's anything, CantFindBombs, you made it interesting for everybody, the commentators and the viewers, because it made the race much closer than it could have been.
I'm gonna have to watch this one back. I mean, I came into this expecting to, maybe make a little noise. I was not expecting anything like this. Cantaloupeme is one of the best in this, and one of the best in vanilla. I mean, the fact that I was able to do anything in this is a lot of credit to him and to JSR as well. I mean, if it weren't for the two of them, I'd still be struggling to get a sub 35 in vanilla.
Never discount your own skills, my man. You have worked so hard, and you've come so far. It's been so amazing to see, and we saw it. You were taking on some very difficult combat rooms, and we did a great job tonight. Definitely give yourself the credit you deserve.
Also,
thanks. I can't even. But I mean, GG to Cantaloupeme too. I mean, he was right behind me in both of these races.
Cantaloupe is now in the commentator's booth with us. GG almost pulled off the comeback there, Cantaloupeme, but it just fell a tad bit short. And as you overheard, the difference being that it was that CantFindBombs found the ladder first in level 7, and he also had the magical sword, which, by the way, if you were wondering, was no more than 11 hearts.
First, GG CFB, very well played. And JSR, I thought you loved me. You rolled that nasty seed. I thought you loved us.
I didn't want to. I even said, "Oh boy," I didn't want to. I'm so sorry. You can ban me next time I'm in your chat, man. I'm so sorry.
It looks like somebody's going to get some tenders in the near future.
So, Cantaloupeme, I wanted to ask you, in that race, you exhausted almost every potential possible item. You went through your checklist at least twice. When you went into level 7 the first time, did you realize that it was just that blue Wizrobe room that was the ticket in, or did you think you were ladder blocked?
I actually thought I was ladder blocked. I totally forgot about that room, so of course I go to check every other possibility first, and then I was like, well, maybe I overlooked something in 7, and when I saw the blue Wizrobes, I was like, ew, I gotta kill these guys. And then once I did that, the sea just broke wide open. That was what I needed, and everything else fell into place early, but just looking for that ladder. And here's actually what I thought was going to happen with this seed. Okay, so in level, what was it? Level 7, the other item
Yes.
Was Goma blocked.
I wanted it to be the recorder so badly. Is that what you were thinking?
Yes, I was thinking, there's my item, I'm bow blocked. I got the ladder, I gotta go all the way back to 5 to get the item, and then come back to 7. And then when the next level that was open was 1, I was like, okay, recorder's got to be in here. It's going to be. And then when I saw the bow, I was like, okay, now it's go mode, and I don't have to go back to 7. I was fully anticipating on going back to 7.
I was too.
Yeah, that came across my mind. I was like, that's why CFB ain't got done yet, because I was expecting, you expect sub-hour in these, and, he's a very good player. He is really good at this game, a lot better than what he thinks, but he is really good. And just to, navigate this seed anyway, this was not it was a troll seed in a sense. There was a lot of weird stuff, and as a commentator, you can look and say, oh, this is here, but when you're actually running it, you get this tunnel vision, and I have a bad habit of that in randomizers. I get tunnel vision, I see one thing, and I want to clear that out. That first race, it almost cost me because I went after that Triforce in level 3 times, and I was thinking that was going to beat me.
Oh, I gotta
we
ask
kind of
you,
talked about that. We talked about that a little bit, kind of just, it's game 3, and you have that IRC open, I'm assuming, and if you don't see that dot done yet, it starts to creep into your head a little bit, like, is this over? Is he about to finish? Do I have a chance? Maybe. I don't know. You're a very experienced runner, so that may not be as much of a factor as it could be for some others. But that pressure can lead to little tiny mistakes. And it's so easy to do in a big race like this.
I didn't think that part of it. I've done enough races. That doesn't bother me. But, it was just frustrating because, I couldn't find that one thing I needed, and it was something I just overlooked in 7, a small room full of Wizrobes. When I first visited, I didn't have a lot of hearts, so I just put that out of sight, out of mind for a while, and I'm thinking there's so many other places it could be. Why would it be there? And it's just it's my luck. But because it's okay though.
Well,
it's just a game, just a match, not salty, and the best man won, and that he did.
Yeah,
you definitely made a furious charge. Charge. You were playing your butt off at the end of that, and CantFindBombs, of course, with the big lead. How much were nerves a factor into some of the mistakes you made, like going back into level 1? Little things like that. Was that nerves, or was that just mistracking, or what was that exactly?
For me, I was nerves. You guys should see. I want to take a look at the heart rate graph on my Apple Watch after this is over. I did take a look. My heart rate was in the 140s when I killed Zelda. When I killed Ganon and Cantaloupeme hadn't finished yet, because I knew where Zelda was. I was sure I was going to get sniped. It was, before this tournament, I had never won a race. As you say, I've made a lot of progress. I've been playing this for about 1.5 years, and I was terrible for the first 15 months of that. So, Yeah.
Yeah.
This is kind of a new feeling for me.
I found Ganon as I saw the dot done. That's when I heard the roar, and that's when I saw the dot done. So that's how close it was.
And I mean, you ran away with game two. I was probably 20 minutes away from finishing. I was just I took a couple of bad deaths, and I don't know if you were here when we were talking about. I misread my tracker about 5 times. I re-entered level 2 a couple times extra. I re-entered level 5 looking for the silvers or looking for the staircase item, forgetting I already had silvers. I probably could have finished about 7 or 8 minutes faster if I had not.
Yeah, and then you went back to level 1 because you had the mindset that it was level 4 because, being the vanilla player that you are, you kind of get into those muscle memory habits.
Well, no, I went back into level 1 because I had the wrong block.
Oh, okay. All right. Hey, by the way, speaking of level 7, I'm going to go back to talking about level 7. Those blue whiz robes, below the ladder block, how many times do you have to clear that room? Was it 3 times, 4 times? I want to go to that first time where that blue whiz robe did a HUD clip of his own.
Oh, what was that? I've never seen that happen before.
The Houdini whiz robe, dude.
I wasn't sure what to do about that.
Yeah, it was the most hilarious thing. I had never seen it before. I'm like, what are you doing? Where are you going? And then, oh, man, it was hilarious. But yeah, you had to clear that one blue wizard again. But I thought I'd bring that up because we kind of got a kick out of that.
Cantaloupeme, did you have the red ring when you went in there?
Yeah, not the first time. When I went to fight through it, when I went back, because it was the last place, yeah, I had it then. But the very first time I peeked in there, I did not. And I thought about it, but then I just figured that it was somewhere else because there was so many other places to look.
Yeah, I had the red ring super early, which was good because I could have never cleared that room without it. I never found any bomb upgrades.
No one did.
I think it was in 6.
If I'm going to take that,
wouldn't surprise me.
I gotta have either the red ring or a lot of bomb.
Yeah, I didn't even. I got the white sword in 9. Of course, I didn't make a play for the magical sword because I knew I was going to be behind, just in the sense that I made a few mistakes that I thought was costly, and just from where I've done a lot of races, you can sort of gauge by the difficulty of the seed. Like, especially with me, it's like if I'm struggling, I know somebody else is probably going to be struggling a little bit at 1.2. So I was like, okay, this is going to be a little over an hour. And then when I enter level 9, I'm like, yeah, I saw that white sword. I was like, okay, this evens out because I know you probably got the magical. I didn't even try for it because I was over near level 5 so many times I didn't want to look at that damn thing again. So I think I went in and out 5 times.
I will say this much, though, Cantaloupe. You did come into level 9 a little over 3 minutes behind, and you actually cut a minute into that lead. Just wasn't quite enough.
Nah, you can't make mistakes and win at this level. You really can't. And if you make one, your opponent makes one, it's fine. But see, in these randomizers, you don't know where your opponent is. Like in vanilla, it's a little different, but in these, you have no idea what your opponent's doing. The only thing you have is if they finished or not. And, and when I saw the early Zelda, I was like, oh boy, I know what I needed. I needed a complicated 9, and that was going to be the only way I would catch. But it didn't happen. It's okay, though. I mean, like I said, it's just, there's plenty of other, opportunities down the road for another tournament, and I will be back. But CFB, good job, and make me proud and kick some butt, please.
Well, I want to say, Cantaloupeme, it's been an honor to see how you have become an elite randomizer player over the course of this tournament.
I can't say elite, and the reason is these seeds play to my strength. They're vanilla levels. I don't have to route out where the levels are as I would in the regular randomizer tournaments that we've done in the past. This played to my strength, and I always knew if it was a combat-heavy seed, I'm going to win a lot of them, or or I'm going to be in the top 5 in a lot of them. Well, this seed was not really a combat-heavy seed. There was a lot of routing, and I'm not a very good on-the-fly router. I have to have a game plan, and my game plan was to do things and try to do them fast, but CFB did them faster.
Yeah, this seed really played to my strength. It's interesting because if you look at my race times, I finished almost every bracket seed between 70 and 80 minutes. The easy seeds, the hard seeds, it's been pretty much the same because, I follow my game plan, I stick to it. I'm looking for early defense, I'm looking for the magical sword, and the super hard seeds play to my advantage because the other racer's going to spend as much time digging for stuff as I am. Mm-hmm. So, and the same thing happened in race 1. There were a couple trolley deep digs, and I came in armed to the teeth and was able to squeak out a win. So, we raced vanilla. I could PB, and you're still going to smoke me by 3 minutes. So,
I wouldn't say that, man. Anything can happen in a race, and that's right. Anything can happen. Shoot. An early death could prevent. Anything. A race is never free. It really isn't.
Well, definitely, I want to thank you, Cantaloupe, for joining the tournament. And unfortunately, this is going to be the end of your tournament this time around. But it was an amazing ride to see, and I hope you had a good time in it.
Oh, I had a good time, minus this last seed. It was a really good time. But there's a lot of things I could have been doing instead. Like, I think I probably would have enjoyed hugging a cactus after this seed because. But it's one of those things. It's Randomizer. It's a brutal beast, and you should have heard how many times I was cussing Fred on this. I'm glad my mic was muted.
No, right. That's not Fred's fault. That's my fault, and I totally deserve my upcoming purge.
Well, no. Just wait till January, sir. Yeah. We might go out for wings, and one of them might have some extra capsaicin in it. So,
man. I will do it. I will pay my pennies.
Listen, Cantaloupe. This better be on Twitch or YouTube or something.
dude, you know it.
All right.
Oh, man.
Okay.
I deserve it.
I'll let you all close up. But again, GG, CFB, and thank you everybody for doing the commentary restream. And hi, Sparkover, thank you too. So,
Yep, our pleasure, Cantaloupe. GG to you. And CantFindBombs, your next opponent in the round of 32 is either going to be RKC, TKC, or Sausage Link 83. So, any thoughts about your upcoming potential matchup in the round of 32?
Honestly, I hadn't thought about it until about 10 minutes ago. I was assuming I was going to be going back to vanilla and getting on the sub 30 grind. I'm Sausage Link. I'm not that familiar. I haven't played with him or watched him that much. So I'll have to do some opposition research. RKC TKC blew me up in a few practice races, so he's going to be. He's a pretty talented randomizer player, so he's going to be a challenge. We'll see what happens. My goal.
I just want to tell you.
I was going to say my goal entering this. Oh, you go.
Oh, go ahead. I'm sorry.
My goal entering this tournament was to make a little bit of noise, and I accomplished that last night by taking game 1. This was far beyond what I expected for myself. So
you made
whatever happens from here, free money.
You were in the top 32. How does that sound?
I can't even. It's an honor to share the stage with Cantaloupeme, but I figured I was going to get smoked. I am shocked.
So now the question is, how does top 16 sound?
The old Sweet 16.
Sweet 16. I'm gonna have to play Yunus in the top 16. So that's
well, you never know. Stranger things have happened. We've had the upsets happen before against Yunus before. So it could happen again, or it could be Yunus's time. You just never know. That's why we play the Zelda randomizer seeds, folks. One thing I always like to say, CantFindBombs, is randomizer doesn't care who you are. Anybody can win any race at any given time.
As I just learned.
Hey. Don't discredit it. You are in the top 32, sir, and I cannot wait to see your next match. Get your practice in and prepare yourself, and I am excited to see you there.
I'm excited to see too. Thanks to JSR and to Laws for commentating, and I think Mr. Cab was commentating on game 2, if I'm correct.
Right.
And thanks to Sparkover for hosting, and who X-Russian Bishop with the tracker. Randomizer for putting all this on. And I can't say enough good things about the tournament admins. I do some restreaming and some commentating, some tracking here and there. So I get to see a little bit how the sausage is made. The last 2 nights have been bonkers. There have been like 20 races in the last 2 nights. And the only one I think they haven't gotten on the air was ours. And that was because we rescheduled at the last minute. So the admins are doing a phenomenal job on this tournament.
I would just shout out the admin team, not even myself, and not just the admin, but also the restreaming admin, the commentary admin, the ones that coordinate all this stuff behind the scenes, the trackers, the guys who put in the scores at the end of the night. They do so much work. It is an honor to be part of that team. And man, shouts out to those guys. They put on a tremendous show. And yeah, you're absolutely
Most
right.
definitely,
it's a ton of work.
100%, James, because if it wasn't for this team, none of this would be possible.
I told Nora I was going to do some more restreaming after tonight. Guess not.
Hey, you can still get your practice in, but after your practice, yeah. I mean, your help is definitely appreciated, but hey, we will see you in the next round, sir.
Party time.
Thanks for a great match, and GG's. Congratulations.
Thank you, gentlemen. Thanks to everyone who was watching, and enjoy the rest of your evening.
Laws, you know what to do.
Absolutely. Before we say goodbye here on Randomania, I do want to point out we have 6 races slated for tomorrow, starting with at 1 p.m. Eastern, little afternoon matinee here between Kevin 856 and Mr. Cab 55. That is a game number 2. Then at 7:30 p.m. Eastern, Antlers 44 versus Willard J. Bradley. That's game number 1. 9 p.m. we have Amazing Toaster, Nochibato. That's game number 2. And then at 10 o'clock, we have 3 races at 10 o'clock. The first one, Captain Green 7 versus Truant Gamer. That is a game number 2. Dig Shake versus King Doll. That's a game number 2. And this matchup looks very intriguing to me. All the matchups are excellent, but this is the one I might be watching out for. Shaddy versus Slidick. Game number 1 of that contest. Boy, a lot of great races coming your way tomorrow.
So many good matches left, and we're not even in the top 32 yet.
I know.
It's gonna get so good.
That's what makes this so fantastic is the talent year to year. The cream of the crop is continuing to increase as we put on more and more tournaments. There's really no bad matchup out there. Anyone can win any of these races. There's a lot of exciting matchups, a lot of fantastic runners out there. It's up for grabs. I'm telling you, James, it is up for grabs.
We're seeing some heavy hitters falling tonight. We're seeing a lot of heavy hitters in danger of falling. And from this point forward, I think that's going to be the theme. Everybody's a heavy hitter.
You got it. So there is no easy matchup to pick. If I was doing pick'ems, like football games or whatnot, there are no easy matchups to pick. Anybody could win any of these matchups, James.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm excited for it. Both as a competitor and as a restreamer, commentator, and a viewer. I can't wait.
Me neither. And for that, we're going to go ahead and draw this to a close. Please make sure you give both of our runners for tonight, Cantaloupeme and CantFindBombs, a follow. They were tremendous this evening. For our restreamer, Sparkover, for our tracker, X-Russian Bishop, for my commentator partner, JSR, and also for commentator in game number 2, Mr. Cab 55. I'm LOZ Cards Fan 23. Have yourself a great night. We will see you tomorrow for more amazing, exciting Zelda Randomizer action. So long, everybody.